Fabulous. So what I thought we'd do, being the first session of January, is and at that beginning of the year, lots of possibilities of things that we can be doing and moving forward. And what I thought would be good is to not look at resolutions, because resolutions are okay, and they usually involve a certain amount of willpower, and willpower is a great thing because, you know, we go, yes, I'm going to do this, I'll do this, this, and this, and then something else happens, and we find we're not doing it anymore. So rather than looking at resolutions, and rather than looking at goals, I thought we'd focus a little bit and bring the theme of today's session into picking an outcome for this year. Now, goals can be quite generalized, but an outcome is a little bit more specific. It's a little bit more focused. It's a little bit more kind of more likely to happen is what it's more likely to be. And so I'm going to take us through a little process which will involve bits of meditation, bits of thinking, and then at the end of it, we'll do a meditation to put it all in together. So what I thought I'd do, because I haven't done it for ages, is use the breakout rooms to give us all, I'll have to, oh, look at that, there's 4, so fabulous. I'll randomly do the breakout rooms. So the aim of this is you're going to end up with somebody, whoever that person is, that you kind of with, spend about 5 minutes just discussing an outcome, something that you want for this year. That outcome, like for me this year, and I've kept it quite quiet actually until it started, and I still actually made a big thing of it. But one of the outcomes I want for this year is by the end of this year to be somebody that doesn't drink alcohol. And yeah, definitely. And I decided this before Christmas, on the run up to Christmas. And then we had the party before Christmas, and then I definitely decided it. And over Christmas I have, but every day I've spent a bit of time kind of thinking about that outcome, basically doing a similar process to what's here, but spread out over several days. So as almost I'd created the me I wanted to be, waiting for me on January the 1st. So I went to bed on New Year's Eve, very early in the morning, kind of 4:30 in the morning, I think it was, knowing that when I woke up, I was waking up as that person that I'm aiming to be this year. And so, and it's been really good. It's been really good. I mean, it's only been a short amount of time, but like normally we got in the habit, me and Fee, and when we'd meet her from work, when she goes out and does the horses, we'd come back, we'd automatically just drop in the pub because it's en route, and have a couple of beers before coming back. And today I didn't even think about it. Didn't even cross my mind, just got home, got on with doing stuff. So that's a good start, you know, it just felt like, well, yeah, of course I'd just come home. So, you know, that is an outcome, and an outcome has clear steps, clear defined aspects that help you and enable you to achieve it even more. So what I want you to do is think about an outcome for this year. I mean, you can have more than one, but for tonight, we'll just go with one because we're just going to focus in on that together. Single outcome, have a chat about it, and come up with a way of expressing it that's in the positive. So, for example, I didn't say, oh, in 2022, I don't want to drink alcohol. Say that's what I don't want. Yeah. Or, you know, I don't want to be this weight anymore. Because that's the other aspect of it. I did Zumba this morning. That was interesting. I actually enjoyed it. you know, but what I should, if that was my outcome was to lose weight, it would be better that I want to be a healthy weight by the end of this year. So you're looking at a positive way of stating the outcome, and the outcome is where you're going to end up, what you want that to be. Okay, so I'm going to do a breakout rooms. Here goes. Can we? Let me just, is that everyone back? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Close that box there and I can see everyone. There we go. Fabulous. So hopefully you've got an outcome, something that you want to achieve, something you want to gain, something you want to for this year. Has everyone got something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you've kind of had to think about what, when you achieve that, when you have that, what that's going to bring to you. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. In that case, here comes the first meditational part of this evening. So do have a fidget, do get comfortable.
Splendid. Meditate, do we?
Oh yes.
No, it's not time for something to eat. It's time to lie down and meditate.
Bless him.
Shush.
Wonderful. Let me just. There we go. Splendid. So let us begin. For the first time of this year, have a stretch. Have a fidget. That's right. And just know there's nothing for you to do. Just relax. Listen to the sound of my voice and follow the directions just as easily as you possibly can. And we'll begin by taking 3 wonderful deep breaths together. Breathing in. Holding that a moment and just gently breathing out. Breathing in. Hold that a moment. Then just gently breathing out. Breathing in. Hold it. This time as you breathe out, if you've not done so already, just close your eyes and relax. As you return to your natural breath. And there's nothing to do, just relax. The more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more you can relax now. With every breath you take, and my voice will go with you. Tell yourself, I am going to relax. I am relaxing. Outside noises do not disturb me. Everyday thoughts do not distract me. They just help me go deeper within. And I wonder just how deeply within you can go. As each breath, each rise and fall of your chest carries you gently deeper within, allowing you to start to notice those subtle sensations of relaxation. I don't know where it is that you can feel that, but wherever that is now, just allow that feeling to continue to grow and flow within you. Each breath, softening muscles, releasing tensions, feeling good as you continue to let go, to unwind, to relax, drifting down through time and space. That's right. Aware of the bed or chair beneath you, the temperature of the room against your skin, in and out of your breath, and that growing sense of inner calm, inner relaxation, inner comfort can be found whenever you stop looking and stop trying and just allow yourself to let go. When there's nothing to do, just let go and relax. You can discover that comfort spinning and growing within you, flowing within you. And I want you to become aware of that place within you that feels most comfortable, most relaxed. Allow that feeling to spin and flow within. That's right. And as you continue to listen to my voice, and as you continue to breathe, and you can continue to relax, and I want you to become aware of a calendar. Just imagine the days, the weeks, and the months flicking by. Until it arrives at the end of this year. You can see the date circled, 31st of December. As you notice that, be aware of that. You drift up just for a while, outside of yourself. And as you look down beneath you, you see a line stretching forward throughout space and time, all the way to that circled day, that day at the end of the year. And at that day of the end of the year, I want you to notice, to begin to see appear you. Not you as you are now. I want you to imagine, picture, think about the you that you want to be by the end of this year. A you that has a clear outcome in mind. See that you at the end of this year having achieved that outcome. Whatever that outcome is for you, and I don't know what that outcome is for you. But whatever that is, picture that you now. See that you. Notice how that you looks. Notice how that you moves. Notice how that you stands and sits. And as you think about that you, having achieved the outcome, I wonder, what is it that you will know when you achieve your outcome that lets you know that you have achieved it? How will you know when you've achieved your outcome? How will that you know when you have achieved your outcome? And as you watch that you, see that you, what is it that you will see when you achieve that outcome? Start to notice and be aware of that. And what will you hear when you've achieved that outcome? And what will you feel when you have achieved that outcome? And I want you to leave that you waiting there at the end of that timeline. And I want you to drift back to now, into this time and in this place. And in a moment, gently open your eyes, being back here now, but still within that mind space. So you can talk, you can be here, but when we go into meditation again, you'll find it even easier to reconnect with this process and that you, even stronger than before. So just in your own time, your own space, just gently allow your eyes to open and gently sit back up, placing the microphones back on, ready to continue. Wonderful. So when it comes to these outcomes, one of the things, and I'm not going to ask you to share this, but one of the things we need to consider is, do you and you alone have control over your outcome? Or does achieving that outcome involve anyone else? So maybe if you know that it's you alone and you that has control over reaching that outcome, then maybe just raise a hand so I can see who's in that place. Wonderful. In that case, I don't need to ask you that other one. Can you, and this is just for you to think about now, and you don't have to consciously think about it, but just allowing your mind to take it in. How can you do what is necessary to reach your outcome? And in knowing what that is, you can do that. Can you not? And moving forwards, there's just a few more things to think about. In what situations would your outcome become either inappropriate or useless? When, where, and how, and with whom do you want this outcome? And do you want it all the time? Or is it an outcome that is something that you use in certain situations and not in others? Just allow those thoughts for a moment. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into breakout rooms again. And we're going to have another little discussion. And these questions, as they've been asked, can continue within your mind to be explored, even though you're focusing elsewhere. So we're going to go into the breakout rooms, and this time, I want you, before we say, how would you know that you'd gained this outcome? What would it give you? This time I want you to just explore briefly, we'll only take 5 minutes, what you would lose when you achieve this outcome. So, classic example, if my outcome is to be healthier and fitter and doing more exercise, I'm going to lose weight. Straight away, there's there's a one thing I'm going to lose. So what would you lose when you accomplish this outcome? And would you have to give up anything that you feel is important to achieve this outcome? So I'm going to put us back into the breakout rooms. I'll type those questions up so they should appear. And just discuss that for a few moments. And I might pop in and say hello again, or I might not with this one. But here we go. So what would you lose when you achieve your outcome? And what would you have to give up? If anything, you might not. But what may you have to give up that you deem important to achieve this outcome? So we're going to take, say, 5 minutes just to have a chat about that. Let's move this forward. So I'm going to ask you to get comfortable again. We can go back into meditation, which you can find easier than before to just relax into this. So just get comfortable again, have a fidget. And just take a nice, slow, deep breath in, breathing all the way down to the tips of your toes. Breathing out, just allow yourself to relax back into that place where you can let go easily and effortlessly, where you can drift a while, where you can relax, unwind, let go easily and effortlessly. Every breath allowing you to let go deeper than before. That's right. And just allow your natural breath, with nothing to do other than just follow that rise and fall. Easily and effortlessly. Now, with your eyes closed, you sit or lie there, relaxing. You can begin to notice how much easier it is to pay close attention to your own sensations, your own thoughts and images that move through your mind as I continue talking. And I can remind you of a time, a memory of quiet comfort and deep relaxation, a feeling of safe freedom and the pleasure of play where the mind can stay and enjoy that deep smile while paying close attention to the things that I say and going back to that day, to that way of being, to that way of feeling, that way of allowing the mind to drift along with the pleasure of learning something new, like how it feels to drift in dreams, where the sweet smell of a rose can pleasure your nose and the warmth of the sun is absorbed by the mind as you keep on learning just how it feels to allow things to happen, to watch and observe as your unconscious mind begins to allow you to go anywhere at all, to experience it all as you notice just how easy it can be to drift down completely, to drift into meditation, where I can say many different things and you can learn many different things from your own unconscious mind and your own unconscious abilities, those things needed and wanted by you. That's right. Just drifting deeper, relaxing. And I want you to bring to mind your outcome. And as you think about this, I wonder, have you ever done this before? Do you have now what you need to get your outcome? Those personal qualities. And maybe you have done this before. And maybe you have those qualities, those things that you need to achieve your outcome. But maybe this is new. Maybe it's something new to discover. So I wonder if this is something new. If you know of anyone who has done this before. And I want you to picture, to imagine, either that you that's done this before and so knows that you can do this, or picture and imagine that someone else, someone you know, someone you've read about, a celebrity, someone who you know has done this before and has those qualities that you need. Really picture that you or that person. See how they're standing, walking, sitting, moving. Hear their voice. Get a sense for that person, that you. See that you, see that person having achieved that which you wish to achieve. That outcome. With all that they know, all the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding that they have, that will allow you to achieve that very outcome. And step into that you. Step into that other person. Try them on. Feel what it's like to have achieved your outcome. see the world the way that you, that person, sees the world. Hear the world the way you can hear the world, having achieved your goal as that you, or as that other you, or as that person that you know has done this and can do this. And as you're being aware and understanding all that other you, that other person knows, feels, and understands, that allows them to achieve that outcome, I want you again to become aware of that calendar flipping by, each page turning till it gets to the end of the year, and be aware again of that you, the other you that has achieved the outcome waiting for you there at the end of this year. And step forward into that you, bringing with you all the understanding and knowledge that you need. Step into that you at the end of the year, having achieved that outcome. Feel how good it is to be that you. Get a sense of the world as that you. See the world as that you. Hear life, all its sounds as that you. No wonder what will happen when you achieve that outcome. No wonder what won't happen when you achieve that outcome. No wonder what would happen if you were not to get it. No wonder what won't happen if you were not to get it. As you stand in that you, having achieved your outcome, and I want you to drift back to now, bringing back with you every resource, every knowledge, every bit of understanding that you need to access consciously and unconsciously, to allow you each and every day to make the choices, take the actions, and do the things that will bring you to that point, knowing that you achieving that outcome waits for you in the year ahead. And each day, I wonder what you can do to bring you closer to that outcome, and how you will move through this year to get closer to your outcome as quickly or as slowly as you can to achieve your outcome. And you can, along the way, or by the end of the year, and I don't know when it will be, you achieve that outcome. Whether it'll be in the spring or the summer, the autumn or in the winter, but whenever it is you achieve that outcome, you can move forward each and every day, closer, doing a little thing here, a little thing there, becoming aware of this, aware of that, accessing this resource and that resource. All that you need is within you, and you can achieve that outcome. As each day you can focus on what it will feel like. Each day you can focus on what it will bring you. Each day you can focus on that you, waiting for you within the mystery of this next year. And I don't know when it is you will discover that you that achieved your outcome. But whenever that is, you can smile to yourself, knowing that everything you need and everything that you are is already everything that you need to do to be, to achieve that outcome. And that outcome is already within you as you realize it a little bit more each and every day. And I wonder just how much more you can grow and understand and learn as you enjoy the journey of achieving that outcome this year. Bringing back all that to now. And as you do that, I want you to become aware of a gentle light, glowing with light at the base of the feet. A light from within radiating out, filling the feet. Rising up through the ankles, shins and the calves. Radiant light, glowing light. Through the knees. Up the upper legs, the thighs, into the hips. Glowing, soothing, radiant, energizing light. Through lower back and stomach. Upper back and chest, shoulders. Glowing, radiant with light. Down through the arms, to the elbows, to the wrists, to the tips of the fingers. Energizing, empowering, radiant light. Up through the neck. Up through the jaw, the face, the back of the head. All the way up through the skull, filling that body with a radiant light. And as you think about that radiant light, and as you are aware of that radiant light, I don't know where you start and begin to notice now that initial seed of positivity, of just knowing that you will achieve your outcome. Wherever that is, just allow that seed to plant, to start to grow. As your body radiates that wonderful light, soothing, radiant light. And within your light body, you become aware of the others in the group standing with you. Everybody together. Linking hands, connecting. And that light, that energy starts to flow from each and every one of us. Connecting, uniting, supporting, flowing from hand to hand, from person to person, until together we form a circle of beautiful, radiant light. And through that light, your unconscious mind can draw all the resources that you believe that you can see and feel within each other into yourself to help you even further to achieve your outcome. That light flows and it spins, And as that light flows and spins, connecting each one of us, I wonder just how much you can start to sense and to notice that seed of positivity, self-empowerment, nurturing and growing. And I would suggest that at least once or twice a week, you return to the light body. Return to this simple light body meditation and allow that light to feed that seed, to feed you, to nourish you, to empower you on your journey through this year. Because it's not just this outcome at which you will succeed, but is all that you put your mind to. And the light returns back to you. And your awareness of the others begins to fade. Become aware of just yourself. That sense of light radiating out into the year ahead. That seed of possibility and positivity. A sense of energy and excitement for all that you can achieve. And you will achieve that outcome and many more that you can put your mind to. That's right. And as your awareness of the light body begins to fade, I don't know if it's a toe or a finger, an ear or the tip of your nose that starts to return first. To return first back from this meditation, feeling good, feeling positive, with a quiet sense of knowing that this is your year, that you will achieve. I wonder just how much you will achieve this year as you work towards that outcome and any others you put your mind to. You can achieve as you start to notice another part of yourself returning back to everyday awareness. Maybe it's an arm or a leg. Maybe it's your head. Maybe it's a shoulder. Just coming back to everyday awareness, and just in the time that you need to take to integrate this experience tonight and to emerge from this meditation feeling centered, grounded, positive, with that seed of energy for those possibilities and that achievement this year. In your awareness, feeling good, just in the time you need to take to return back fully, to stretch, to fidget, to open your eyes and feel good now, back in this time, in this space. And as you start to come back, another bit here, another bit there, feeling good, energized, refreshed, revitalized. That seed of positive energy, that excitement for what you will achieve this year, growing and glowing within you. And when you're ready, in your own time, your own place, you can stretch, you can fidget. And when you're really ready to go forward and achieve those things and achieve that outcome and have a great year, when you're truly ready and it's your time to do this, you can open your eyes and feel good, have a stretch, and join me back here, ready to continue on. Ooh.